springtime.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. You just got back from Peru, I understand.
I did, yes.
Oh, how is it?
It's incredible. I'd never been to Peru, and it's a complete revelation. I fell in love with the country.
No kidding.
It's amazing.
How long were you there for?
We were there for just under a week, and we were in lots of different parts, and I brought the kids, and we went up to Machu Picchu and got to see all of that, and it was just amazing.
And you celebrated Moses' his 10th birthday.
Yeah, well, we had an early celebration there. We went to go on tour with his dad, and so we were there a few days before his birthday, and his dad gave him a very sweet he brought him out on stage in, in a stadium full of people.
Yeah, that is cool.
I was like, okay, well, how are we topping that?
Exactly.
I'm trying to picture your kids, like when it's like bring your parents like for career day, like, you know, I guess you guys would have to go last, right? Because nobody would want to follow you two.
I don't think so.
And I got to say, you mentioned Chris, your ex-husband, and everyone said you're conscious uncoupling, and there was so much said about that. But I got to say, what you two do in the way you handle yourself with each other for your kids is really amazing. It's really great for someone like myself to watch and say, you know what? It's about the kids and about making it work. But how are you able to?
Why don't more people do that, do you suppose?
Well, I think it's hard. I think you know, in divorce, there's always pain and hurt and a sense of loss and grief, and it's hard to really let go and put that aside and still maintain a family, which is what we're trying to do, like you said, for the sake of the children, genuinely, so we can all be together and go through life together. And Chris and I are not a couple, but we're still a family.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And we got to say, your daughter is beautiful. She is proof, bad joke here, that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
It's really cute.
And now, is she, look at her,
gosh.
she's beautiful. Is she into makeup and all that stuff?
She's very into makeup. She watches YouTube makeup tutorials all the time, and she always wants, you know, a Sephora gift certificate for her birthday.
Every time I see you, though, when I see you, like, not here, you're so natural. I mean, you don't wear, you don't wear any makeup. You're just a natural beauty.
Well, that's not.
You are. No, you are. I mean, you look just as good without.
I've always been sort of a tomboy. I mean, as I get, you know, older and better, I'm wearing a little bit more makeup.
One thing about you, we all know your books, your cookbooks, and I saw you at a restaurant a few weeks ago, and you're here to tell us, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk about it, how we can be happy without sugar, fat, and gluten in our lives. I'm telling you, if anybody says it, I believe it, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. We're going to be right back with her to talk about her new book, It's All Easy. So stay right there. We're back with Gwyneth Paltrow, and we're going to talk about your book, It's All Easy. Now, you said there are 125 recipes that you can make in the same time it's going to take you to order out.
I don't know.
Seriously?
We're pretty fast.
Maybe not in New York City. The recipes are very easy. Some take a little bit longer than others, so you gauge it on what you're doing that particular day. But the idea for the book was really, you know, we're all so busy right now in modern life, and we've got kids, and we've got jobs, and we've got friends, and we're trying to maintain everything and do everything to a high standard that we set for ourselves. And you know, my friends were saying, can you write a book that we can just come home and make something? You know, because people really love that feeling of togetherness. And when you cook something and you sit down as a family, it brings people together. And it's an element in modern life that's being lost quickly. You know, it's the first thing to go. And so I really wanted to try to, with my amazing co-author, Thea, create recipes that would be really simple, easy to prepare, and not take a long time.
The recipes seem like somebody like me, a non-chef, can really actually make them.
They're very easy. They really are.
Well, if you can give us your top dish, what is, for me, I'm a guy in New York, very hard. Last night, you know what I had for dinner?
What?
I had a smoothie. I blended myself a smoothie. That was my dinner last night.
If Michael
give me one recipe.
What would he have eaten last night? What would you have made for Michael?
Last night I ordered from Katz's Deli. So.
Atta girl.
You know what? The crazy thing is,
everything in moderation.
You're always ahead of me. Why didn't you just let me know? I could have done that too.
Yeah.
I'm just not that smart.
Did you get the matzo ball soup?
I did.
That's so healing for
yes.
your,
But I'll tell you what, though, it is a great book, and you're right on point. Being able to fix something really quickly that at the same time I think it's amazing and healthy at the same time. Well, the book is It's All Easy, and it's available everywhere books are sold. Make sure you go out and get it, and that's the easy thing to do. Gwyneth Paltrow, everybody.